we are going to see that how static code analysis method is useful to maintain the quality of our code, increase the visibility, increase the productivity. It also helps us to identify any vulnerability in the code. It also helps to reduce any technical debt. And for this method, we are going to use a SonarQube tool. SonarQube tool will automate the entire process to run our code and identify the bugs, the vulnerabilities, and the code quality. So let's go and download the SonarQube. So SonarQube has different multiple options to download. So basically it has the community edition, it has the developer, the enterprise, and the data center. Community edition is completely free, so you can download it and use it free of cost. There is another edition, developer edition. So if you are using the repository, so you can directly connect the repository with your SonarQube tool. So we are going to download the community edition, which is free of cost. It will take a few seconds to download. And meanwhile, I have created a Android project with the Kotlin language. So basically, it's a plain activity code. So I will unzip this folder. So basically, I will extract this. So as you can see, in the folder, in the bin, we have multiple platform options. And as I am using the Ubuntu, so I am going to use a Linux. Now, I'll define the Sonar as a global variable. So I'll just open the terminal and open the bash file to define its path. So you can use this command. If the gedit doesn't work for you, you can use the nano. So basically, as you can see, I have already defined the path over here. So I'll just erase it and write it again for you. So you just have to write export path. You'll have to define the entire directory. So currently my path is home Brushang download SonarQube bin Linux. So I'll just define the entire path and I'll just simply save this file and close it. Yeah, so I'll just close this file. I'll I'll see that if that works. So basically to verify it, just open the new terminal so it will get refreshed. So I'll just write the sonar.sh start. So it will, yes, so it is showing me that SonarQube is already started. So I'll just open the browser and the default port is 9000. So you just have to write localhost 9000 and it will take a few seconds to start their process. So let's wait. Meanwhile, it starts. So as you can see, it is showing the SonarQube is starting. So basically, it starts and it configure it's basically the basic settings. And yeah, one thing to I would like to inform you that we are not creating any database or anything to store this entire R session for the SonarQube. So all your data will be stored in your that SonarQube folder only. So if you remove that SonarQube folder, it will remove all your data. All right, so make sure that you are not gonna delete that folder. So initially it will take few seconds. So as you can see, the all systems are operational. So I'll just click on the home. Yeah, so initial default username and password is admin. So once you write admin, you just have to click on the login, or you just press the enter button from your keyboard. And once you logged in, it will ask you to change the password. So you have to enter the admin, which is our old password, and the new password which you want. So make sure that after uh, entering the new password, you will remember it. So as you can see, so this is our dashboard. It will list all our projects that we are going to create. It has a different tabs: issues, rules, quality, properties, and quality gates and administration. In the left panel, as you can see, it is showing the ranking about the reliability, the security. So basically it's a part of, that's a filter and part of the code quality. Now we are going to see that for the Kotlin and other languages, there are predefined rules. So first let's check that out for the Kotlin. And my project is, which I created in the Android Studio, it's also support the Kotlin. So as you can see, currently we have only 104 rules, which is a predefined. We can add the more rules by just visiting the administration tab, the marketplace, and yeah, so there is an option, there is a box to, you just have to click for the I understand the risk. And after that you need to just search for the DETEKT. So basically it's external plugin. So you just have to click on the install. With this plugin is for the Kotlin only. It is not supported the Java language. It will take a few seconds to install, and to install we need to restart the server. So server means the SonarQube server. So I'll just click on the restart server. So in the background process, it will continue to installing that plugin part, and meanwhile we'll just have to wait. It will take a few seconds to install and restart the SonarQube server. So yes, it is done. So you can click on the home. Now we have to enter our new password over here, and the username is the same, admin. So I'll just verify that that plugin is installed or not. Yes, so it is installed. Now I'll go to the rules and verify it. So as you can see, now we have total 325 predefined rules, which helps to identify the code quality, the vulnerabilities, and everything. Okay, so now let's just add this SonarQube project to our Android project. So first we need to add the we need to create a SonarQube project, and for that I'll just and for that I have click on the new project, create a project. So I'll just define the project name, Sonar Test. I also define the project key as a Sonar Test key. Now I'll just click on the setup button. Okay, so currently I am not using any CI/CD tool over here. So I'll just select the manual process option. So it gives me a token which expires in 30 days. So after 30 days, you need to regenerate this token to add in your project. So I'll click on the continue. So okay, so after that you need to go to your Android Studio project, and you need to go to your app Gradle file, and you need to add this SonarQube and its entire properties over there in the Gradle file. So as you can see that I have defined the project name, project key, the language which is Kotlin, because my entire project is in Kotlin. I have defined the encoded type, the URL which is ultimately a localhost colon 9000, and the login code. Right, so basically it's a token that we just have generated from that project tab. There is an alternative option over here. You can define your username password, but I do not prefer that option because it will reveal your SonarQube credentials. So make sure that you have followed this token process. So as you can see, so yeah, so let's just replace the token. So I'll just copy this token and paste it over here. Okay, now I'll click on the continue. Other languages, Linux. So it shows the same thing that we just did in our Android project. So now let's go to the project tab. So it is showing us sonar test which we have created, right? Now I'll just build the Gradle again. Okay, so my Gradle build successfully. Now I will run the sonar command to execute this entire project and identify the code quality, right? And for that I'll just need to write a Gradle, and before that I need to go to this project root directory. So I'll just try to write over here Gradle sonar, right? So it gives an error that Gradle is not found, but you can install it via snap. So you do not have to install it separately, because when you are running a project in Android Studio, you already have the SDK and the Gradle folder. So you just need to identify the Gradle folder, as you can see that, and add that Gradle to the global variable in this bash file. So you just have to write the entire path of your Gradle which you are using. So I'll just write the path home. Now my Gradle is in home and Gradle, and then I'll just go to the wrapper. So as you can see, I have multiple Gradle version over here, but for this project I am using 6.7.1. So you just have to go to the one for that specific folder. So I'll just go to the bin folder and just copy the entire path of this Gradle version, and I'll copy that path in my bash command in the bash file. I'll just save it and close it. Now I will try to, but it will not run because the bash file is not reflecting. So I'll just try to check it again and verify my path. Yeah, so I guess it is correct. So now I'll just use the terminal. So I'll go to my project sonar test. Now I'll write the Gradle sonar. I'll just click the enter. It is again showing me that the Gradle command is not found. So I'll just open the new terminal. Okay, so and now again I'll go to the project directory, which is a sonar test. Now I'll write the Gradle sonar and just hit enter. It will take so as you can see, it has already started the procedure to identify, to execute the project, and it will also generate the bill at at its level. So we just have to wait while it's the process is completed. So as you can see that 41% code is already analyzed. Okay, 97%. It will take a few seconds to complete its entire procedure because it's okay. So as it is completed, now let's go to the SonarQube projects. I'll just refresh it. And yes, as you can see that, the the result of the test. So there are no bugs, there are no vulnerabilities, there are no code smells, there are so the basically the test is passed. So I'll just click on this project and I'll just check the detail about it. So as you can see, it shows the two security hotspot error, right? So I'll just click on the two. So it is showing me that you need to define the user clear text traffic, right? And it also gives you detail about that, what is the risk, what is the solution, that how you can fix it. So you can, if you want, then you can follow that procedure. And as you and if you are Android developer, then you know that what you have to do it over here. So it is showing me the different error for the backup as well. So it will also warn you that what will be the risk and how you can fix it. Right, so these are the security hotspots. Uh, now let's see the predefined some rules over here. So as you can see, there are lots of predefined rules over here. Now let me go to the file and just write a one dummy function over here. So I'll just write the function and the name, testing sonar, and yeah, I'll keep that function empty. Now I'll just go to the build, and you do not need to clean and rebuild again. You can just directly hit the command Gradle sonar, so it will automatically build at its level. So yeah, as you can see that I do not define anything in that function, so my function is completely empty. And as per the code quality and as per the industry standard, your function should not be empty. Uh, Either you remove it if you do not want it, or just write the code in that specific function. So as you can see, I'll just refresh it and the test is failed because it found the code smell. So what is the code smell? So basically I'll click on this project again So new code has been added. Yes, the function has been added. So it will show you this what has been added. So anyways, let's go to the code smell part. So I click on the code smell. Okay, so it is showing that added a nested comments explaining why this function is empty or complete the implementation. So basically, it gives an error that your function should not be empty, right? Now I'll just try to define a return type boolean, and I'll just define the return true, right? Now let's check that what it gives. So probably it will not give any error. It will just show the status pass because we have the return type and we have defined the return true. Okay, let's go to the project. Yeah, so the test is passed, right? And the code smells also shows the 0 because we have defined the return type and the return value over there. If you do not want to define anything, then it's useless to write a function. Now I'll just show you another example that if I'll try to name the function with the underscore, so let's see that does the SonarQube allow that kind of code or not, even if I have written the data type and its return value, but my function name is like testing underscore sonar. So let's see what does SonarQube shows. Okay, it shows the past, but there is a one code smell. So as you can see there in the filter option. So rename function test sonar test error. So it should match the expression which has defined in its pre-roles and predefined roles. So now I'll just edit that function testing underscore sonar. Now I change that function and return it proper in a camel case. Now let's refresh it again. Okay, now it shows the 0 as the code smells. There are no issues. So as you know, this is the hotspot. It will also show the project directories and the code. It also shows the activity that you have performed in the specific projects. So if you run multiple tests, it will show you the multiple results, and it's a score whether it was passed or not in that way. And besides, you have the chart. So now let's go to the overview. So yes, so this is how you can implement the SonarQube in your project.